morning. It's Tuesday, July 30th. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of WEX Wakeup. I'm Natasha Sweet. President Joe Biden's proposed trio of changes to the Supreme Court have next to no chance of becoming law. That doesn't mean it can't be useful for Democrats.
Extremism is undermining the public confidence in the court's decisions.
Biden's proposals are unlikely to pass by the end of his term in office next January. His idea to curtail presidential immunity, made following a recent case in which Trump was involved, would require a constitutional amendment to become law. Biden's other two proposals, 18-year term limits for justices and a binding Supreme Court ethics code, could pass through the regular procedures of Congress. House Speaker Mike Johnson has vowed they will not pass. Regardless, Biden's message can prove useful for Democrats on the campaign trail. It could further amplify the hot-button issue of abortion, a topic Vice President Kamala Harris is effective campaigning on. Voters in Arizona are expected to head to the polls today if they haven't voted already. Here are the races to watch.
While we're building the wall, let's kick Bidenomics to the curb and bring back the Meganomics.
In the Senate, this primary is expected to result in the outcome of a competitive race between GOP hopeful Kari Lake and Democratic Representative Ruben Gallego to replace outgoing Senator Kyrsten Sinema. In the 1st Congressional District, 7-term Representative David Schweikert facing a Republican primary in 2022. Schweikert won by less than 1 percentage point. In the 8th Congressional District, the top contenders include Blake Masters, the former Senate candidate who lost to Mark Kelly, Abe Hamadeh, the GOP's nominee for Arizona Attorney General in 2022, and State Assembly Speaker Ben Toma. Trump endorsed both Masters and Hamadeh since he and J.D. Vance made competing endorsements. The results from the recent presidential election in Venezuela have proven to be very contentious. Our Ileana Owen Akala takes a look.
The controversial Venezuelan election has become an international spectacle, as both political players have declared victory in the recent presidential election. The world leaders have called into question the authenticity of the election results.
We applaud the Venezuelan people for their participation in the July 28th presidential election. We commend their courage and commitment to democracy in the face of repression and in the face of adversity. We've seen the announcement just a short while ago by the Venezuelan Electoral Commission. We have serious concerns that the result announced does not reflect the will or the votes of the Venezuelan people.
The Biden administration is urging Venezuela to hold free and fair elections, or the U.S. will impose oil sanctions again. The U.S. lifted sanctions on Venezuela's state-controlled oil, gas, and mining industries, following an agreement by incumbent President Nicolas Maduro's government to collaborate with opposition leaders on organizing a fair presidential election. However, if Venezuela refuses to comply, the sanctions will return. I'm Ileana Owen Alcala with the Washington Examiner.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday morning. For more stories, be sure to head on over to our website and give us a follow on social media so you can stay in the know and all that's trending in politics. Have a great day.